Hey, good afternoon. Tony DeDante, 360 Life Transformations. It's the second part of our series on leadership. Would you believe that 50% of all executives have an average tenure under 18 months, and it's getting worse? On top of that, would you believe that 80% of all executives that go into new jobs feel as though the companies that they went into did not give them the full scoop, did not tell them just how pervasive some of the issues were? Doesn't surprise me. I've been living in the trenches for 35 years, coaching and leading organizations and working throughout different industries. So it makes a lot of sense to me. The part that is interesting to me is how many people say, I can't believe that person didn't see it coming. And that's the scary part about leadership and about volatility in leadership. First of all, there's a lot of organizational silence going on in the hiring process. That's kind of scary. And second of all, the hiring process, the interview process is skewed. It's faulty. There's no way you should be able to be interviewed by all members of the board and countless executive search people and people in and out of the organization, and you walk into a job that you're not prepared for. Well, let me put it to you like this. This is really quick. If you're a new leader in an organization and you want to succeed, you don't worry about the moment. You don't worry about the numbers. You don't worry about the numbers. You don't worry about the numbers. You don't worry about the moment. You worry about the future customer and the future customer after that. You find a way to allocate your time and your resources on the future customer, on the future disruption. That's where your runway is. That's where your biggest profit is. So now, what do I do about today's problem, Tony? This is what I teach in my executive coaching. If I can have you as an executive team take a stance and say, you know what, we are finally going to institutionalize speaking truth to power. If I do that, then the leaders at the organization at the top will make better decisions because they'll have this new data. And the people in the middles and bottoms who are being heard will develop trust and they'll have your back. So if you inculcate and you give specific direction to your top leadership team unit directors to listen to the bottom, to listen to the middle, to bring up, speak truth to power, and then to listen to their ideas and do something about it, you will not have friendly fire. They will not allow you to not make the numbers. That's leadership key number one. Leading in COVID times demands that you get out of here, out of this safe spot in the middle here, because you really don't know what you bought when you took this job, but you know that you can affect the future customer and the future customer over there. This is where growth drives disruption. It's not the other way around. Growth drives disruption. Hey, my job as an executive coach and as a change architect and somebody who comes in with a process like strategic fitness profiling is to open your eyes. It's to look for those things those failures, those derailers that you don't see, but you feel when they're too late. Absolutely, that 50% number is scary, 18 months or less. Simply from the cost of the organization, the trust lost in that organization, the embarrassment on both sides, that's crazy. The 80% of being set up before you take a job or they're not doing a good enough job of onboarding you, that's organizational silence. That's organizational silence. Hey, listen, we're all about at my company finding the undiscussables, the silent killers, and helping leaders get trained in how to lead in post-COVID worlds. Disruptive leadership. Anybody who's taking leadership courses today, and that playbook has not been completely rewritten, is wasting a lot of time, because what made you successful in the past does not guarantee you success in the future. And the second tenet that's very important going forward is you get what you reward and you deserve what you tolerate. Reward speaking truth to power. Reward listening to those people in the middle and bottoms where all the change management goes on. Reward, 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 so that they will have your six. Hey, it's Tony DeDante. This is stage 2 of our leadership series.